Let's talk to someone now who really has a stake in all of this, and Daniel Lifshitz, whose grandfather was taken hostage by Hamas. Welcome, Daniel. Thanks for coming on. We've been through so much over such a long period of time, all of the families that have this direct stake in what's going on in terms of bringing hostages home. How have you been feeling since you heard there might be a deal, then there was a deal, and all this back and forth? How do you feel?
First of all, thank you very much, Connell, for welcoming me. And the feeling is that what we've been waiting for so long, you know, it's stressful, it's very difficult. You can feel, you know, the energy that goes all over. One time, you know, we see that things are going on the good side, on the bad side, on everything, but I must say that, you know, this is what we've been waiting for. As much as it's hard, we've been waiting for those moments. And I tell you the truth, when President Trump was elected on November 5th, I knew it's going to happen. And the release of the hostages will be a victory for the Western values. It is going to change, in my opinion, as well, the Middle East. It's what we needed, is the DNA of the Western values. And I really thank to President Trump. We are really thankful for President-elect Trump, because without his leadership and his promise of hell to pay, the negotiations wouldn't have moved forward. We commend his strength, his leadership, and resolve. President Trump really understands, in my opinion, the art of the deal and understands the Middle East. And when he speaks, the world listens. What Steve Witkoff did in 2 weeks, nobody did in 1 year, from the mediators and from the administrations of the U.S. and the Israelis and Hamas sides.
Right.
So
we look at the video coming in from Gaza live tonight, just after 10 o'clock at night. So, or two things. Are you confident that Sunday will get it done by Sunday, right? And number two, expand on that point about the president-elect and what specifically you think it was about his victory. I know you mentioned the hell to pay comments.
So I do believe, you know, if it will happen on Sunday or if it will happen on Monday, of course it matters, every day matters, but what matters is that it will start. That is what matters. And I think that as well, you know, we also appreciate the collaboration, between President Trump and Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu government. We appreciate that, but we really feel that Trump coming, saying hell to pay was really the like
sentence. That was like a turning point, you think, in the whole thing?
Yeah, absolutely. And also saying that he wants all the hostages back, which in my belief, and I really believe that President Trump, he won't stop until all the hostages will be home as well. You know, he said about the end of the war, and the end of the war will have to take care about who will manage Gaza as well. There is a lot of things to do, but the start is coming from this deal and the agreement.
How's your family doing? We show pictures of your grandfather there, you know, when you were starting to speak a moment ago. How's everybody doing through all this? It's just been so long.
You know, my grandfather is 84.
84.
He's the only great-grandfather held hostage in the world. And my grandmother, which was released after 17 days, and luckily we got her back like days before she wouldn't be with us. And physically she recovered. And how I know that she recovered? Because her problems came back. And that's why I feel that we have the hostages in Gaza. We didn't hear about someone that died from starvation or something like that. The body is going into a survival mode. I saw it too in my grandma. She came back and their hands were steady. They were not shaking at all. So I believe that the survival mood of the hostages, which they have, is the possibility of them to come back alive.
And that gives you hope about your grandfather. Well, was he in pretty good health going in? I mean, I know he says 84.
No, actually he wasn't. He wasn't. And he wasn't in a good health. He have a lung disease problem, and he have a problem of blood pressure. And the last time we got anything from my grandfather was that when Hannah Katzir rest in peace. She died 2 weeks ago. She's a real hero.
Yeah.
She was with him for about 30 days.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.